Hey everyone and welcome back to Vlogtober. Today I'm going to do a current favourites. I've got 10 products to go through, so I'm just going to get started. The first one is the Too Faced Hangover X Primer. As you can see, I've nearly used this one up. I do have one in my backup though. But my sister bought me this at the beginning of the year and I've just been really enjoying it. It's just a white primer and then it's just clear when you rub it in, but it is so hydrating. I just find that my foundation goes on perfectly after this. I've tried it with a few new foundations. I've tried it with the Rimmel one and the Ordinary one, and they both apply brilliantly over the top of this. It is silicone free, so if you don't like silicones, I'd highly recommend picking this one up. This is the travel size one and it is £12 and you can buy it from Selfridges or on the Selfridges website. I'm not sure if you can get it anywhere else. Speaking of foundation, my current favourite is the new Rimmel Last and Finish Breathable one, which has the doe foot applicator. It reminds me a lot of the Clinique one, but just without the price tag. I have mine in shade 100 Ivory and it's medium coverage. I find this good for day to day because it is medium coverage, but it is buildable as well. I have it on today, but I just have one layer on. But I find if you put a couple of layers on, it does build really well and doesn't clog your pores. I have heard quite mixed reviews about this, but I am definitely a fan. You do have to shake it well before you use it. It is quite runny, but I just find that if I give it a good shake and then use the doe foot applicator to apply it. A lot of people weren't convinced about this because of hygiene reasons, but I think if you suffer from acne or anything, you can just tip it out on your hand. And I'm not sure if a pump would fit in here because it does have a stopper on it, but I suppose if you had an old Rimmel foundation you could try putting a pump in. Sticking with Rimmel, I've got the matching concealer, which has the sponge applicator like the Maybelline one. I don't actually use the sponge applicator to blend it in. I use it to literally apply the product. You squeeze the product and it comes out the hole at the end, and then I use it to apply it, and then I use my Real Techniques blending sponge to buff it in. I've got this in 001 Light Ivory and I find this really good for under the eyes because it really helps brighten them, and because it's the breathable one I find it doesn't sink into any lines or crease under the eyes. So I definitely recommend picking up both of these together. I got them when they were buy one get one half price. I'll just swatch this foundation for you and the concealer. If you can see from the concealer, if you use the applicator, it applies the product, but then I find because there's product on here, it doesn't blend it in because it just keeps adding more product to it. But that is them together. The foundation looks quite dark there, but if I blend them in, you can see they just blend in to nothing. Sticking with concealer is the Makeup Forever Camouflage palette. This is in shade number 3 and it just looks like this. I mainly use these two colours here and this one on the end. I use this one again for under my eyes if I'm not using the Rimmel one, or to highlight my chin and my forehead or anywhere I want brightening. And then I use this one here, the second one down, for blemishes. I find it's good because you can just either dip your brush in it or dip your finger in it and pop it on the spot, and it really covers well. And then this end one here is a reddy colour. I'll just swatch it for you. It's a dark red colour and I use that as a cream blusher, or I put it on first and then put a blusher over the top. I just find sometimes it helps my blusher stay on longer, or if I'm just fancying a cream blush, I don't think I own any cream blushes, so this is always good to have. Sticking with base, the next thing is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Surreal Light. This was last year's. I know they've brought another one out this year. This year's is rose gold. But I seen this in someone's video. I think it was Laura Jarvis's video. She used it in her everyday makeup or something like that. And I decided to get mine back out. I've been using this one here, which is finishing powder in Surreal Light to set my foundation and stuff. And this one here, which is blush in Surreal Glow as like a day-to-day blush. And then this one here, which is the bronzer in Surreal Bronze Light. I've been using that as a blusher. It just gives a really nice golden glow, and if you're wearing like a golden eye, I think it really complements it. I haven't really used these two here. The finishing powder just gives a real nice glow. I like my foundation to look quite glowy. I'm not really keen on the whole matte finish, so this just helps to bring it back to like a glowy finish once I've put all my blusher and everything on. Moving on to eyes, the first palette I have is the Zoeva Rose Golden palette. It's just like this, and then inside you get, I'm sure it's 10 shades, and a couple of my favourites at the minute are Copper King, which is this one, Just a Rose, and Reflective Elegance. I like wearing Copper King just by itself. If you can see them there, they are all pretty much the same colour wave, but I like wearing Copper King just all over my eyes. I'm a big lover of Zoeva palettes. I've just seen they've brought out a matte one, which I might have to add to my Christmas list because it looks beautiful. I have actually been wearing this one here, which is Harmony, as a crease colour, and then Copper King just blended out. I think they look really nice together. But yeah, this is just a good all-round palette, especially for autumn with the shades that it has in it. I'm pretty sure the Zoeva palettes are £18, so £18 for 10 eyeshadows is not bad. Obviously it doesn't have a mirror in it, but it means it's extremely travel friendly. So yeah, I would highly recommend the Zoeva palettes. Going up in the price scale, my next current favourite is the new Charlotte Tilbury eye palette. It's an instant eye palette, and it just looks like this. It's extremely reflective. You have to excuse that, but you get 12 shadows in this one, and you get Day Eye, Desk Eye, Date Eye and Disco Eye. My two current favourites at the minute are Desk Eye and Date. Is it Day Eye? No, Desk Eye and Date Eye. I'm really enjoying Desk Eye. If I just swatch this for you, if you can see there, they're just a very nice nudie brown colour with a bit of shimmer. And then Date Eye is all about the glitter, which everyone loves. If you can see there, you've got the two glittery colours there and the matte. It's just a beautiful palette. I have heard, again, a lot of mixed reviews about it. A lot of people are saying it's quite expensive for what it is. It is £60. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was £60. It's like £59 or £60. But it was an early birthday present from my sister, and it's just beautiful. I'm definitely going to take it when we go away for the weekend, because I just think you have so much option in it. Like I say, you have day, desk, date and disco eye, so I can go from day to night with this palette. And it is so thin as well, and I love how the packaging is the same as the Bronze and Glow, and surprisingly it is quite lightweight. Like, there's not a lot of weight to it. I thought it would be a bit heavier than what it is, but yeah, to me it is definitely worth the money. And if you can see there, you do actually get like a sheet on it, and it tells you which colour to use to prime, enhance and smoke out. But yeah, to me it's definitely worth the money. If you're a big Charlotte Tilbury fan, I'm sure you probably already own this and you think exactly the same as me. 3 products left now, but sticking with eyes is the L'Oreal Paradise mascara. The wand is just, I'm sure it's a bristle wand. Yeah, it's just a bristle wand, and it does have a slight curve to it. I don't know if mine has just bent. No, it does have a slight curve to it, but I love this mascara. I think it is my new favourite mascara. It just adds, I find it adds length and volume and gives them a good curl. I pretty much look like I have false eyelashes on when I wear this mascara, and for, I think it's £7.99, or that might have been the introductory offer, but it's probably no more than £10. It is definitely worth it. I used to be a big lover of the Urban Decay, I can't remember which one it is, the Urban Decay Perversion mascara, and now I love this one way more than that. I'd buy this over that one any day, and it's not too clumpy. I always put a layer on, do the rest of my face, and then go back and put a second layer on. Doesn't clump, doesn't fall. I'm not left with like black marks on my eyes or anything. So yeah, would definitely recommend picking this mascara up if you haven't tried it already. The final 2 things are my 2 favourite lip products of the moment. The first one is the Bare Minerals Juju Matte Liquid Lipstick. I'll just swatch it for you. It's just a perfect pinky, I think it does have like a nude undertone to it, but it's like a berry pink. It's perfect for autumn, and these do stay on all day. I've put one on early in the morning and it's still been on my lips at like 3-4 o'clock after eating, drinking, everything. So yeah, if you haven't tried the Bare Minerals liquid lipsticks, I would highly recommend picking them up or going in store and swatching them. I think this one came in a beauty box, but I definitely want to go and have a look on the counter and have a look at what other colours they do, because I think a nude in this might be my next option. Speaking of nudes, I have the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Lips in Charlotte Darling, which is just, it's kind of like, it looks like an orangey nude there, but to me it is the like liquid lipstick form of Bitch Perfect, which I have in lipstick form. I think this one might be, this one here is Bitch Perfect and this one here is Charlotte Darling. They look completely different on camera, but in person this one is a little bit more, like it does have a lot more nude in it, but to me when you put them on the lips they're definitely, one is the lipstick version and the other is a liquid lip. Again, I find these stay all day. Again, I've heard very mixed reviews about these, but I'm a big fan. I can't remember which, I want the, there's like a reddy coloured one which I am eyeing up, but I have just found out that there is a Charlotte Tilbury opening in Bicester Village on the 19th, so that might have to be one of my birthday treats to myself, another one of these to add to my collection. But yeah, this one is Charlotte Darling. I did kind of get it for the name, because anything that has the name Charlotte on it I feel like I need to have, because that is my name. But that is all of my current favourites. What are you currently loving? Do you like any of the products that I'm liking? Do you dislike them? Is there anything I need to try from the brands that I have mentioned? let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow for another day of Vlogtober.